Hi, good morning. Today we're going to be talking about a Patagonia organic merino wool. This is 100% wool. I accidentally bought a skein size that I think it might be a DK. I don't think it's a fingering. It's too thick to be a fingering, but it's definitely not a worsted. So it is very, very thin. So I had to hold it double in order to get the size that you're looking at here. I tried holding it single and it was a faster process, but I wasn't happy with the result. I kept having to do a lot more increases and a lot more working around in the spiral to get the size of the whale that I'm used to. But when I held it double, I had to go slower because I'm not practiced at holding yarn double, but it made the process much easier for an end result. It is very sturdy. This is a very sturdy yarn. I almost feel like you could use it as like an oven mitt kind of thing. It is very sturdy. Uh, it is soft. Do not let its sturdiness belie the fact that it is soft. However, the softness is not the same kind of thing where you think of like Cascade 220 feels like butter because it's got this smooth, soft texture to it. This just has like a soft squish texture to it. And I think that's partially because I'm holding it double. It has a fantastic squish. It definitely feels warm. It's probably good for blankets. Um, it has a decent to mild smell. I don't notice anything bad. It does feel a little bit ropey in the texture of working with it, and you can kind of see that with like the way the stitches are. The stitches have a little bit of like a texture to them from how they are twisted so tightly together. The plies are tightly together. It's not ropey in the sense where like it will split as you're working with it. I have that problem sometimes with Cascade 220 and Barocco Vintage, where as I'm working with it, my hook can split the yarn, and so I'm having to repair that. That does not happen here. The only issue that I had because I was holding it double is I had to make sure very carefully that I was not intentionally splitting the yarn. I was going slow enough to make sure I was carrying both of my strands with me as I went. It was actually kind of relaxing to hold it double because it was forcing me to go slower than I'm used to. So that was kind of fun. It has very good colors. They're all kind of like Barocco Vintage has these saturated but muted colors, if that makes sense. They're very timeless and they feel elevated in terms of like their price. This is the same sort of thing where the colors are saturated, but they're kind of muted and they feel like that timeless, expensive sort of thing. I think that this would look great. I have this in several colors. What color is this? This is a turquoise. I also have a ruby red, which is not like Christmas red. It's actually like a true deep burgundy ruby sort of red color. And then I have a pink. I can't find where it is right now. But I also have a pink color as well that's the same sort of soft, gentle pink that could work with it as well. This is also pretty good in terms of cost. Now, again, this is not worsted weight yarn that I'm working with here. This is a smaller one that I'm holding double. I believe I paid, I want to say $13 or $14. This was an emergency purchase that I had to do because I ran out of yarn for my whales specifically, and I had to just go out and buy from a physical store yarn to make up the difference to restock immediately because what I needed would not come in time in the mail without, paying an exorbitant amount of price tag, and I'm not doing that. So this is a yarn that I would not normally buy. I probably won't buy it again after I finish going through it. And I probably will go through it faster than if I was holding it regular because I am holding it double. I would recommend this 100% if you are wanting to try wool. It does feel nice. It does behave nice. I personally just like worsted weight yarns, and this is not that. So there is that.